We have a Nasdaq update, we have a GM update, we have more news articles, Argo blockchain, let's go. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? It's Damien here at Buy Wholesale. Welcome back to the channel. Last week we did a video on Argo blockchain that was all about the climate positive initiative that they signed up to, which is really exciting. First crypto miner in that space to do that, which is just phenomenal. Pretty much the big issue with crypto mining and Bitcoin especially is its high use of energy. If you don't have a high use of energy, if you could be environmental friendly, but go one step further and actually be positive, which is giving something back. Come on guys, you know what that means. It's gonna go to the friggin' moon. Like, so check out that video. I'll share the link here. Very exciting. And then following all of that then guys, we had news of the GM, and I'll bring you to a Peter Wall's video here. Again, this was a 5-minute video. I've snipped it down to very short for you, just to give you an overview.
And I'm just gonna give you some context to those 5 resolutions and why we're calling for this general meeting. So the company's strategy is to build out our operations in the United States. And we think that a Nasdaq listing, and I know many of you think this as well, is the best path to do that. However, when we are in the US, we are measured and compared against our US competitors, other publicly traded companies that are listed in the US. And so we need to be on a level playing field with them. And there's different exceptions and norms and standards in each jurisdiction. And so it's a balance for us to be listed in the UK, which we are planning to retain. This would be a dual listing, and to be a Nasdaq listed company. So the first one is a grant of new share authority. US entities have a lot more flexibility when it comes to issuing shares. We also need that flexibility. So this grant of the new share authority will be used intelligently by us. It's in line with our smart growth strategy. We're not going to issue new shares willy-nilly. But it's an important part of this whole process. We will be doing a fundraise alongside a potential Nasdaq IPO. And so some of these shares that would be granted under this authority would go towards that IPO fundraise. The second resolution is a new director's remuneration policy. Again, we're going to be working in the US market, and we need the flexibility to attract and retain talent in that US market. And so expectations or norms are different than they are in the UK. The third resolution is a new share option plan that's US based. Again, it's similar to the second. It's really about attracting and retaining talent. There's an expectation in the US that new employees and existing employees will have more options and exposure to potential upside for the company. The fourth resolution is a non-executive director grant of equity compensation. In the US, again, it's common to grant equity compensation to non-executive directors. It's less common in the UK. But as a growing company, we really want to be able to use this as a way to attract talent to our board of directors, align their interest with shareholders. Super common in the US, not super the norm in the UK. So we wanted shareholders to vote on this and consider whether it's reasonable. We think it makes sense. In the absence of an equity compensation kind of plan like this for non-executive directors, it would be an increase in fees. So we prefer the equity side, but we wanted to take that resolution to shareholders. And the fifth resolution is new articles of association. This is kind of straightforward plumbing, structural tweaks, not really that significant, but an important piece for us to get done ahead of a potential Nasdaq IPO. So if you support those ideas, we'd ask you to support these resolutions. And the general meeting is going to take place in early September in London. Thanks very much, everyone. Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards indeed, Peter. I'm really excited about the 5 resolutions. I believe in the ethos and what they're doing with the smart movement and stuff, so I won't be objecting to any of those things. Some of them potentially will have a negative effect, let's be honest, on the share price if this was to go ahead, having to get extra shares, dilution, I expect that. It doesn't concern me at all, long-term holder and all of that. It is very positive and very exciting. So from 2 weeks today, we will have the GM, 10 a.m. on the 6th of September. Set your alarms, get it in the diary, guys. I'll be doing a video that day for you. As soon as it comes out, I've took the day off work and everything. I'm going to be watching it. I'll put out a video that day. So it's important to subscribe, hit like, hit the alert button, guys, So this news will come to you directly. We've been talking about the Nasdaq for months now on the channel, guys. We finally have a great update, as you can see here, guys. Ticker symbol will be ARBK. We had the tweet on August the 20th. Argo was pleased to announce that it has filed a registration statement on the Form F1 and the US SEC related to a proposed initial public offering of its American depository shares, representing its ordinary shares in the US. Now, I know there's been a lot of comments and a lot of people going, I don't know what this means. If it's of interest, I can do a video and we'll maybe just talk specifically about what it would mean, how the symbol would change, how that would affect the UK market, all of that stuff, because I think there is a great bit of confusion, but this video is going to be long enough without trying to go into all that now. But if that is something you're interested in, guys, let me know, because I don't want to do the video if no one's really interested in, but I have seen some people comment saying what will happen to my normal shares, will it mean dilution, all this kind of thing. So if you're interested in me doing a video like that, guys, let me know. We can definitely go into more detail, but at a high level, for anyone interested, we can talk about this article, which just came from the Motley Fool, as you can see. And normally the Motley Fool for me are against any of the stocks that I'm in, so I'm a wee bit wary to, the Motley Fool's actually on board with Argo blockchain, which scares me a bit. I feel like I should maybe be selling my shares. I'm only joking, guys. Motley Fool clearly seen the light. Our Argo chain shares are worth buying, so they're up 14% on Friday. Given how cryptocurrency in general can be erratic, I'd expect the same with a miner of digital assets. Yes, agree. But the stock was up for a specific reason at the end of last week, which we'll discuss shortly. Even with the rise, I still think Argo blockchain shares are worth buying. Good man. I'm a long-term investor with bullish company. Beginning in 2021, the stock is up nearly 190% and an increase of over 1,800 in the past 12 months. So the stock jumped on Friday because this company announced on the Nasdaq listing, as we talked about, listing the shares under the ticker symbol ARB. It will keep its London listing as well. Well, the ticker symbol is actually ARBK, as we discussed, so Motley, you're wrong there. It will keep its London listing as well. So what does that mean? Well, having a stock listed on the US market means higher exposure for Argo blockchain from an investment point of view. This means that the company may find it easier to raise capital for it to grow. Also, the US equity markets are amongst the world's most liquid, which means that the liquidity for Argo blockchain shares should also improve. Talks about the interim results, guys, all in my previous video. Again, I'll share the link to my previous video where I talked about specifically about the interim results, which were great. And then he's talking about the risks. Again, guys, talked about all the risks. Try to be as fair as I can. We know a lot of the risks with Argo, so I'll not go over that. But I just thought that was an interesting article, just that he's bullish. And that's only came out today, so that's good sign, guys. Good positive news out there about Argo blockchain. If you just type in Argo blockchain into Google, you can see here, guys, all about the Nasdaq listing. People are getting really excited. All the main big players are all talking about the IPO that we have been covering on this channel for months and months. So the news articles are starting to catch up with it now, guys, which is exciting. We just have a look at how the stock market has performed. Currently today on the open, it is up 1.14. Now that's one hell of a big sell. This just came in there, guys. Good, get out. Don't want the shaky hands. It's nothing that I am worried about, guys. This is a long hold and it should be for anyone. And if we even put up the day chart, we can see here, guys, we're floating along nicely. We're above the 9. If we can get above the moving averages, guys, anyone new looking to get into the stocks, as Motley Fool says, it's not too late. And then if we jump on the day chart onto the American form ARBKF ticker symbol, we can see here, just like the UK one, it has had a decline quite massively, but we've had a lot of good positive news. Buy symbols are coming in. We're going above the 9 moving day average. It's looking good, guys. Not gonna say no more about Argo. I've given you the updates, guys. Apologies for not getting them out maybe a bit sooner. I just don't do videos over the weekend. I need to have work-life balance and all that with my family. So I'm back. First thing I wanted to do today was bring that news to you. If you have liked this video, have found it informative, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, all that good stuff. Set your diaries again for the 6th. I'll be back in between now and then, and I'll keep you posted as always. Enjoy the rest of your day. And here, the sun's coming out again. It looks like we're going to get a bit of hot weather again in the UK. So fingers crossed for that, guys. It's all good. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah. Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.